Did you know snakes smell with their tongues? When a snake flicks its tongue in and out, it's not just a quirky behavior, it's a fascinating way to gather information about its environment. Snakes have a unique sense of smell that relies on tiny scent particles in the air. By extending their tongues, they pick up these particles and then bring them back into their mouths to a special organ known as the Jacobson's organ. This organ analyzes the scents, allowing the snake to taste the air and determine what's nearby. By detecting these scents, snakes can track prey, find mates, or sense danger, all without needing to see. This incredible adaptation is essential for their survival, proving that even without ears or noses like ours, snakes have their own sophisticated ways to interact with the world around them. So next time you see a snake flicking its tongue, remember that it's gathering vital information about its habitat, making it an extraordinary predator in nature. Is it really true that Christmas was once illegal? In the Massachusetts Bay Colony, celebrating Christmas wasn't just frowned upon, it was actually against the law from 1659 to 1681. The leaders of the colony believed that Christmas festivities were unbiblical, and they enforced this ban harshly, issuing fines to those who dared to celebrate. Imagine not being able to hang stockings or sing carols during the holiday season. It wasn't until 1870, over 2 centuries later, that Christmas was officially recognized as a federal holiday in the United States. This dramatic shift highlights how cultural attitudes can evolve over time. Today, Christmas is a beloved holiday for many, celebrated with joy and enthusiasm. So the next time you unwrap gifts or share a meal with loved ones, remember that not so long ago, enjoying these traditions was illegal in some parts of America. Have you ever had a great idea in the shower? It turns out that creative ideas often spring from our most ordinary moments. When you're engaging in simple activities like showering or taking a walk, your brain enters a relaxed state that fosters creativity. During these times, the flow of dopamine, a brain chemical linked to pleasure and reward, increases, allowing your mind to wander and explore new thoughts. This relaxed state helps us make unexpected connections, leading to those aha moments we so treasure. Instead of feeling guilty for not being productive, know that giving your mind a break can be incredibly beneficial. So the next time you find yourself pondering life's mysteries while scrubbing away or strolling through the park, remember that this could be the perfect setting for your next big idea. What if I told you every brain is one of a kind? Research from the University of Zurich reveals that every human brain is unique, much like our fingerprints. Just as no two people have the same print, each brain is molded by a fascinating mix of genetics and life experiences. This means that elements such as our family history, the environment we grow up in, and the challenges we face play a significant role in shaping how our brains function. For instance, someone exposed to different cultures may develop a wider range of neural connections, enhancing creativity and problem-solving skills. Meanwhile, genetic factors influence everything from memory capabilities to emotional responses. So when you think about it, every thought you think and every decision you make is the result of a brain that has been uniquely crafted over time. How cool is that? What if I told you about Indonesia's unique Manene ritual? In the Toraja community, residents celebrate the lives of their deceased loved ones through a fascinating and heartfelt ceremony. This ritual involves exhuming the bodies of those who have passed away, cleaning and dressing them in vibrant clothing, and then parading them through the village. It may sound unusual, but this practice, known as Manene, serves a profound purpose: to honor the deceased while strengthening family ties within the community. Families come together to reminisce, share stories, and show love for their departed relatives, making the event a powerful reminder of the bonds that continue even after death. With music, dance, and colorful attire, the Manene ritual brings a lively atmosphere, transforming a moment of grief into a celebration of life and memory. Isn't it fascinating how cultures find different ways to remember and connect with those we've lost? Can you believe bionic bikes are on the horizon? These innovative bicycles are set to revolutionize how we ride by combining the power of artificial intelligence and built-in electric motors. Imagine pedaling with ease as these smart systems analyze your movements and optimize your bike's performance in real time. Bionic bikes are designed to assist cyclists, making it easier to tackle steep hills or long distances. The electric motors provide that extra boost when needed, while the AI helps adjust settings to match your riding style. This means you can enjoy cycling without feeling exhausted, allowing both novice and experienced riders to relish the experience. Experts are already envisioning trails filled with these advanced bikes, making biking not only more accessible but also more enjoyable. As technology progresses, we might see these bikes becoming commonplace, blending safety features and efficiency together. So are you ready to pedal into the future with bionic bikes? Have you ever wondered why Mount Elbrus stands out? Mount Elbrus, towering majestically at 5,242 meters, holds the title of Europe's highest mountain. Nestled in the stunning Caucasus region of Russia, this incredible peak lures adventurers and nature enthusiasts from all corners of the globe. What makes Elbrus remarkable is not just its impressive height, it is also a dormant volcano, with its last eruption occurring over 2,000 years ago. Reaching the summit rewards climbers with breathtaking views of sprawling valleys and rugged mountain ranges, allowing you to see for miles on a clear day. Scaling Mount Elbrus is both challenging and thrilling, offering diverse routes for seasoned mountaineers or those who prefer a more leisurely hike. Climbers can find refuge in the Aglitsky and Garabashi huts, making the ascent more comfortable during their journey. Moreover, the area is alive with biodiversity, showcasing unique plants and animals that thrive in these heights. Whether you are an explorer at heart or simply fascinated by our planet's extraordinary landscapes, Mount Elbrus captivates both physically and into the imagination. Here's a wild fact about Nikolai Gogol's last days. This renowned Russian writer, famous for works like Dead Souls and The Overcoat, faced a tragic end. In his final days, Gogol became increasingly absorbed in his thoughts and beliefs. Struggling with deep existential anxiety and a fear of his own creative genius, he made a shocking choice. He refused to eat. Friends and family grew worried as he gradually starved himself, convinced that feeding his body would lead to a decline in his artistic spirit. Despite efforts to persuade him to eat, Gogol remained resolute in his decision, believing he was preserving something sacred within him. His intense dedication to his principles ultimately cost him his life. Gogol's death raised questions about the fine line between genius and madness, leaving readers and scholars to ponder the depths of an artist's mind. What drives someone to such extremes for their art? The story of Nikolai Gogol reminds us of the complexities that can accompany creativity and the struggles many artists face. Is it really true that dolphins can't smell? Surprisingly, yes. Dolphins are fascinating creatures that communicate in unique ways, using clicks and whistles to express themselves and interact with each other. Unlike many mammals, dolphins lack the ability to smell, which means they don't rely on scents like humans or dogs do. Instead, they have evolved to become experts at using sound and sight to understand their world. Their clicks can echo through the water, helping them locate prey or communicate with pods, while their keen eyesight allows them to see clearly both above and below the water's surface. This reliance on sound makes them incredibly social animals, often seen playing together or coordinating hunting methods. So the next time you hear dolphin noises at an aquarium or in the ocean, remember that these playful creatures are sharing their thoughts without a single whiff of scent in the air. Is it really true that Mercury is shrinking? Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system, has some fascinating changes happening. While it already holds the title of being the second densest planet after Earth, recent studies show that it's actually becoming less dense and smaller over time. This might sound surprising, but scientists believe that the planet is slowly cooling down. As it cools, its core contracts, leading to a decrease in size. In addition, as Mercury loses some of its internal heat, it may lose material from its surface, which contributes to its shrinking. Unlike larger gas giants that are filled with swirling storms and thick atmospheres, Mercury is a rocky planet, with a surface marked by craters and deep cliffs. This unique combination of characteristics makes it a hotspot for research, especially as scientists continue to study how cooling affects its structure. This slow transformation raises many questions about the planet's future. Will it continue shrinking, or will it stabilize? Mercury's changes remind us that even the smallest planets have fascinating stories to tell. You might be shocked to learn that SpaceX launched a car. In 2018, the innovative company SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk, made headlines when they sent a shiny red Tesla Roadster into orbit aboard the Falcon Heavy rocket. This was part of a test flight and showcased not just the rocket's powerful capabilities, but also Musk's flair for the dramatic. Instead of a typical payload, they decided to put a car in space, complete with a mannequin dressed as an astronaut named Starman, seated in the driver's seat. As the Roadster zooms around the solar system, it adds a quirky twist to the history of automotive technology, blending engineering achievements with a touch of whimsy. This unprecedented journey invites us to imagine a future where cars are not just on Earth, but also exploring the cosmos. Can you picture driving through the stars? What if I told you pigeons recognize human faces? This unique skill sets them apart in the animal kingdom. Recent studies reveal that pigeons can distinguish between different human faces, and what's even cooler is that they can remember these faces for a long time. Unlike many birds, pigeons possess advanced cognitive abilities similar to primates, allowing them to process complex visual information. Imagine walking through a park and noticing a pigeon watching you closely. It might just remember your face from a previous visit. This ability helps pigeons identify people who might feed them, enhancing their survival. Whether we're feeding them breadcrumbs or just admiring their beauty, their recognition capacity shows a remarkable connection between humans and these urban birds. Isn't it fascinating to think about how similar we are in some ways? Have you ever looked back in time with stars? When we gaze at the night sky, we aren't just peering into the vast universe. We're actually looking back in time. Light from distant stars takes years, sometimes even millions of years, to reach us. For instance, the light from Sirius, one of the brightest stars in our sky, takes 8.6 years to travel to Earth. This amazing phenomenon means that if you were to observe our planet from 100 million light years away, you would see a world filled with dinosaurs roaming the Earth, rather than the modern humans we know today. It's as if the universe is a cosmic time machine, allowing us to glimpse into the past. So every time you look up at the stars, remember that those twinkling points of light are showing you a history lesson written across the fabric of space. Each star is a snapshot from its own time, while we live in the present. What other ancient wonders might we discover if we could travel further back into the cosmos? Can you believe the mystery of the Red Pool? This stunning location in Koh Samui, Thailand, captivates visitors with its vibrant colors, but it's not what you think. The pool isn't naturally tinted red. Instead, it cleverly uses beautiful red, orange, and yellow tiles to create an optical illusion. As the sunlight hits the surface, the colors reflect and dance, producing an enchanting red hue that draws your eye. It looks like something out of a dream, yet it's all in the design. Photo enthusiasts flock here to capture the mesmerizing views, often posting their vibrant snapshots online. The red pool, unlike traditional blue swimming holes, adds a unique flair to the tropical paradise of Koh Samui. Just imagine relaxing by a pool that appears to glow in fiery shades. It's a perfect spot for social media moments, creating a buzz about this whimsical and artistic water feature. So next time you see photos of the red pool, remember the artistry behind it. Here's a wild fact about Silent Hill. This eerie town, famous for its chilling stories and haunting atmosphere, actually drew inspiration from Centralia, Pennsylvania. In 1962, a coal mine fire ignited beneath this small town, and it has been burning ever since, creating a surreal landscape filled with smoke and abandoned buildings. The fire caused the ground to become unstable, prompting most residents to leave, turning Centralia into a near ghost town today. The few who remain experience bizarre phenomena like subsurface temperatures reaching over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit and toxic gas emissions. This haunting reality inspired the chilling visuals and themes of the Silent Hill video game series and films. Imagine a place that feels both familiar and frightfully alien, where the ground itself seems alive and dangerous. Isn't it fascinating how real-life events shape our stories and imaginations? Did you know why male dogs lift their legs? Male dogs are known for their interesting habit of lifting their legs higher when urinating. This behavior isn't just a quirky dog trait, it serves an important purpose. By aiming for taller surfaces, they can leave their scent at greater heights, which signals their strength and dominance to other dogs. Interestingly, some wild dogs in Africa take this a step further. To make themselves appear even larger to rivals, they sometimes climb trees before urinating. This unique behavior emphasizes how crucial scent marking is in canine communication. Scent serves as a way for dogs to communicate their presence, assert territory, and let others know about their health or mood. While humans may use words, dogs rely on their powerful sense of smell to exchange information. So next time you see a male dog lifting his leg, remember he's not just going for a bathroom break. He's sending an important message in the doggy world. Hard to believe, but veins need valves too. These special valves play a crucial role in our legs, where gravity makes it a challenge for blood to flow upward toward the heart. When you stand or walk, gravity pulls blood downwards, and that's where the valves jump into action. They work like little gates, closing to prevent blood from flowing backwards and ensuring it travels in the right direction, upwards. But that's not all. Veins are quite flexible. They can constrict or dilate, adjusting their size to either increase or reduce blood flow and pressure. This ability is especially important during physical activities like running or cycling, where your muscles demand more oxygen-rich blood. You're not just standing still, your body is constantly adapting to keep everything flowing smoothly. So the next time you take a step, remember that those tiny valves are hard at work behind the scenes. Here's a wild fact about Richard Branson's beginnings. At just 16 years old, Richard Branson launched his first venture, Virgin Records, despite grappling with the challenges of dyslexia. While others might have felt discouraged by struggles in school, Branson saw an opportunity. His determination led him to create a record label that would sign iconic artists and change the music scene. What's incredible is how he didn't stop there. Known for his daring spirit, Branson soon expanded the Virgin brand into diverse industries, from airlines to space travel and telecommunications. His adventurous mindset redefined entrepreneurship, making Virgin synonymous with innovation and excitement. Imagine a world where a single idea can transform multiple sectors. Branson's story inspires millions, showing that setbacks can become stepping stones to success. Are you ready to chase your dreams like Branson does? Why do people adopt Jangkrik and Haran as heroes? For many, these figures represent more than just characters. They symbolize values and ideals that resonate deeply within their communities. Over a span of up to 30 years, some individuals have embraced Jangkrik and Haran as personal heroes, participating in a cultural evolution that celebrates their contributions. This lengthy adoption process illustrates how deeply rooted these figures are in the societal fabric, providing inspiration and guidance to those who look up to them. The creation of terrariums named Palsu showcases this devotion, turning ordinary spaces into vibrant representations of these beloved heroes. This devoted following highlights the human tendency to seek connection and meaning through shared stories and symbols. Just like ancient myths, the legacies of Jangkrik and Haran evolve over time, shaping the beliefs and practices of their admirers. Why do we feel such strong ties to these heroes? And how do they shape our understanding of ourselves and our communities? Discover how peacocks impress mates with their tails. Male peafowls, also known as peacocks, have an incredible way of attracting females. They proudly fan out their spectacular, iridescent tail feathers, creating a bright and colorful display. This dazzling show isn't just for fun. The size and symmetry of the feathers are vital signals of the bird's health and genetic fitness. When a peacock vibrates his tail, it not only highlights the colors and patterns, but also adds movement to the spectacle, making it even more irresistible for potential mates. Females, known as peahens, are naturally drawn to peacocks with the most impressive feathers, as these traits indicate that the male is strong and healthy. This fascinating courtship ritual is a perfect example of nature's beauty, where each tail feather tells a story of survival and attractiveness. What other amazing animal displays have you heard about? Guess what really drives our taxes today? It all traces back to Abraham Lincoln, who signed the law that created the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, during the Civil War. This was a major turning point in U.S. history, marking the introduction of the first income tax, which helped fund the war efforts. Before this, the government relied on tariffs and excise taxes for revenue. Fast forward to more modern times, the role of the U.S. Army was quite surprising. Until 1976, they were responsible for transporting the president by helicopter. Imagine a military chopper whisking the commander-in-chief off to important meetings or events. These fascinating historical moments illustrate how taxation and protection have evolved over time in our nation. The IRS and the military's role in presidential transport remind us how interconnected our government systems are and how they adapt to meet the needs of the country. Believe it or not, Xbox includes NASA sounds. The original Xbox, released as number 74, captured the imagination of gamers by featuring audio snippets from NASA's Apollo missions. These edited clips added a space-age flair to the console, creating an immersive experience that celebrated human exploration. Microsoft didn't just make a gaming console, they infused it with echoes of history, reminding players of the incredible achievements in space travel. Each time players powered on their Xbox, they were greeted not only by exciting games but also by the distant whispers of astronauts, which showcase Microsoft's creativity and vision in the gaming industry. Combining technology and nostalgia, the Xbox paved the way for innovative gaming experiences. Who knew gaming could be such a journey through time and space? What if I told you about Erich Remarque's transition? Before becoming a renowned best-selling novel, All Quiet on the Western Front was born from the unique journey of German sports writer Erich Remarque. Initially known for his lively sports coverage, Remarque shifted gears to explore the haunting realities of World War I. This transition wasn't just a career change. It was a deep dive into the emotional, often devastating experiences faced by soldiers. Inspired by his own observations and the stories of those around him, he painted a vivid picture of the battlefield's horrors. Remarque's ability to evoke raw feelings of loss and despair resonated with readers, making the novel a cornerstone of anti-war literature. The book challenged the glorification of war, instead presenting a poignant, unfiltered look at its impact on young lives. Its success can be attributed to Remarque's skillful storytelling and his determination to give voice to the unheard sentiments of countless soldiers. Isn't it fascinating how a sports writer could redefine literary genres? Did you know horses can see two things at once? This incredible ability comes from their unique eyes and flexible ears. Horses have large eyes positioned on the sides of their heads, giving them a broad field of vision. This means they can spot potential dangers without turning their heads. Their ears are like radar antennas, moving independently to help them focus on sounds from different directions. For example, while grazing peacefully, a horse can keep one ear trained on the tasty grass and the other listening for possible threats in the surrounding environment. This remarkable dual focus helps horses survive in the wild, as they can remain alert while still enjoying their meal. So next time you see a horse, take a moment to appreciate its extraordinary senses. How many other animals can do that? Hard to believe, but kids grow faster in spring. Recent research reveals a fascinating trend. Children often experience growth spurts more frequently during the spring months. What could be behind this seasonal boost? Well, several factors come into play. Longer daylight hours in spring lead to increased outdoor activities, which means children are more active and likely to eat better. This combination can enhance nutrient intake, fueling their bodies for growth. Additionally, spring triggers important hormonal changes that heighten the production of growth hormones. Many parents notice their kids outgrowing shoes and clothes almost overnight during this season, making it a prime time for shopping sprees. This intriguing connection between springtime and faster growth has sparked curiosity among scientists and parents alike. So as the flowers bloom and the days grow longer, it seems our little ones are also blossoming into taller versions of themselves. What if I told you Tesla has a playful boombox mode? This exciting feature lets Tesla drivers use custom sounds outside their cars. Imagine pulling up at a stoplight and blasting your favorite tune, a hilarious sound effect or a whimsical horn, like a goat's bleat. This boombox mode uses external speakers to share your unique audio choices with the world, all while keeping the fun vibe of your drive. Not only does it make a statement, but it also enhances the driving experience by letting you express your personality. Plus, it can be a fun way to get the attention of friends or even spread some joy in your neighborhood. Ideal for parties or festive occasions, this feature highlights Tesla's innovative tech and creative approach to driving. So next time you see a Tesla, remember there's a chance you might hear something unexpected. What sound would you choose to share? What if I told you about the Nuro R3 revolution? This cutting-edge autonomous electric vehicle is changing the way we think about grocery deliveries. With its sleek design and high-tech features, the Nuro R3 can carry up to 12 grocery bags, making errands much easier for everyone. Equipped with 12 cameras, this little vehicle has 360-degree vision, allowing it to safely navigate busy streets and avoid obstacles. Whether it's zipping around a neighborhood or waiting at traffic lights, the Nuro R3 is built for efficiency. Imagine sending a list of groceries from your phone and having them delivered right to your doorstep by this smart vehicle. It's not just a concept, it's already being tested in various cities. As technology advances, the future of shopping could look a lot more like this, convenient and quick. What other tasks could autonomous vehicles help us with next? Believe it or not, Yves Saint Laurent changed fashion forever. In 1966, this innovative designer introduced a stunning tuxedo specifically for women in his ready-to-wear collection. Before this bold move, women's clothing often followed strict gender norms, keeping them confined to dresses and skirts. However, Laurent's tuxedo challenged these conventions, allowing women to express their strength and sophistication in a new way. This groundbreaking piece was not just about style, it became a powerful symbol of feminine empowerment, showcasing that women could embrace traditionally male attire while still looking elegant. The tuxedo inspired countless designers and fashion revolutions, making it a staple in women's wardrobes around the world. Since then, women have donned tuxedos at formal events, parties, and even on everyday occasions, proving they can be just as chic and stylish as skirts or dresses. Yves Saint Laurent's influence helped reshape women's fashion, encouraging a shift toward more versatile and gender-neutral clothing. Isn't it amazing how one designer's vision can create such lasting change? Hedgehogs in a cafe? You bet they are. Imagine enjoying a cozy cup of coffee while surrounded by adorable hedgehogs. That's exactly what some cafes are doing across the globe, creating a safe haven for these spiky little creatures. These cafes not only offer visitors a unique experience, but also serve an important educational purpose. Guests can learn about hedgehog behavior and proper care, helping to raise awareness about their needs and conservation. Many people might not realize that hedgehogs are nocturnal, which means they prefer to be active at night. In a cafe environment, visitors can see them in a relaxed setting, observing their natural behaviors as they snuffle around or curl up for a nap. The goal is to foster a love for these creatures while providing a comforting space for them. Plus, meeting a hedgehog can be a delightful and memorable experience for people of all ages. So, if you ever come across a hedgehog cafe, don't hesitate to drop by. It's a fun way to support hedgehog welfare and enjoy some quality time with these charming critters. Here's what actually happens when you say spaghetto. The singular form of spaghetti reveals fascinating insights into Italian grammar. While many people think of spaghetti as a staple food, it's essential to know that in Italian, every noun has a singular and plural form. So when you enjoy a single strand of this long, delicious pasta, you're actually referring to it as spaghetto. Isn't that cool? This little detail showcases the beauty and nuance of the Italian language, particularly in its culinary terms. Pasta lovers might find it fun to know there's a specific term for just one strand, emphasizing how language can enhance our appreciation of food. Next time you're twirling a fork full of spaghetti, you can impress your friends with your knowledge about spaghetto. It's a small but delightful piece of trivia that connects us to the rich traditions of Italian culture. Believe it or not, marathons can be run worldwide. Chow Smith accomplished an incredible feat by running a marathon on all 7 continents in just 7 days from January 25th to 31st, 2017. This extraordinary challenge showcased her determination and love for running as she celebrated her 70th birthday. From the sunny beaches of Australia to the vibrant streets of Singapore, each location offered unique landscapes and challenges. Imagine racing through the ancient history of Egypt, experiencing the picturesque canals of the Netherlands, sprinting through the bustling energy of New York, traversing the breathtaking vistas of Chile, and finally braving the icy terrain of Antarctica. Chow not only pushed her limits, but also inspired countless others with her adventurous spirit. How many people do you know who could conquer such an achievement? Surprising Lego submarine swims through water. Did you know that Lego isn't just for building castles or spaceships? In a fascinating experiment, engineers crafted a fully functional submarine using Lego bricks. This underwater marvel features its very own flotation system, allowing it to rise and dive, just like real submarines. What makes this creation so impressive is the propulsion system, which helps it navigate through water effortlessly. The team behind this playful invention demonstrated that creativity and engineering can go hand in hand, showcasing how simple plastic bricks can lead to extraordinary innovations. Imagine playing with Legos in a whole new way, exploring the depths of the water instead of building towers on land. By merging fun and science, this Lego submarine not only entertains but also inspires the next generation of engineers and inventors to think outside the box, or in this case, outside the brick. So next time you see a Lego set, remember it could be the foundation for your very own underwater adventure. Prepare to be amazed by the passenger pigeon story. Once considered the most abundant bird species in North America, passenger pigeons numbered an astonishing 3 to 5 billion. These social birds traveled in gigantic flocks that darkened the skies for hours as they flew overhead. Sadly, their tale took a tragic turn due to human impact. Widespread overhunting, driven by the demand for their meat, and extensive habitat destruction led to their swift decline. By the early 1900s, the passenger pigeon was effectively extinct in the wild. The last known individual, named Martha, lived in captivity and died on September 1, 1914. Martha's death marked the end of a species that had once captured the hearts of many. This story serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of human actions on wildlife. What can we learn about conservation from their fate? This might surprise you. Higher birthday death rates? Statistically, people are more likely to pass away on their birthday than on any other day of the year. Research suggests that this curious phenomenon could be linked to elevated emotional stress and the expectations people place on such special days. Birthdays are often considered a time for joy and celebration, yet they can also bring feelings of loneliness for some individuals. Additionally, health factors play a role. Many people with chronic conditions may be more vulnerable during emotionally charged times. In fact, a study highlighted in 2012 showed a significant spike in death rates on birthdays compared to other days. While this may sound unsettling, it's essential to remember that the overall chances of dying on any given day remain extremely low. So the next time you celebrate your birthday, keep in mind that it carries a bit more weight than just cake and candles. Prepare to be amazed by ancient military lanterns. In ancient China, clever military strategists often used floating lanterns as a surprising tactic to confuse their enemies during battles. By releasing these glowing markers into the night sky, they aimed to create illusions, making it hard for opponents to figure out their true positions. However, this ingenious plan had its risks. Strong winds could easily redirect the lanterns, sometimes leading to unexpected outcomes, such as signaling their own troops to advance or retreat at the wrong moment. This fascinating mix of creativity and risk illustrates how ancient warriors relied on both innovation and cunning in warfare, showing that battles were not always just about brute strength. Thinking strategically allowed them to gain an edge over their adversaries, using the elements and simple technology to their advantage. How many other surprising tactics shaped history? You might be shocked to learn that Volkswagen dazzled Super Bowl viewers. Released in 2011, became a record-breaking hit on YouTube. This clever ad features an adorable young boy in a Darth Vader costume, confidently attempting to use the Force to move various objects around his home. With his dramatic gestures and concentrated expressions, he humorously fails to accomplish his mission, leaving viewers chuckling. Just when he seems to lose hope, a twist unfolds. The boy steps outside and, using his powers on a Volkswagen Passat, surprisingly succeeds when the car magically starts. The clever connection between the child's playful imagination and the car's innovative features captured hearts and soared in popularity, making it the most watched ad on YouTube at that time. Who knew a little kid in a cape could create such a monumental moment in advertising history? Get ready to snack on some history. The term snack actually comes from the ancient Spanish phrase dentero pie, which means a small meal eaten between larger meals to keep energy levels up. Imagine our ancestors grabbing a bite to eat before heading out to hunt or gather, just like we do today. In modern times, snacks have become a vital part of our daily routines, providing quick energy boosts during busy days. However, many people mistakenly associate the word with terms about vision, such as snacking your eyes instead of focusing on tasty treats. From chips to fruits, the variety of snacks we enjoy today shows how important these little meals are in our lives. They not only satisfy our hunger, but also encourage socializing and sharing. So the next time you grab a quick bite, remember the rich history behind your snack and enjoy the energy it brings. Prepare to be amazed by the Ophiocordyceps fungus. This extraordinary fungus has a mind-boggling ability to manipulate its host, the ant. It begins its life cycle by infecting these little creatures and taking control of their nervous systems. After about 9 days of stealthy infection, the fungus compels the ant to climb up into the trees. Why? Because it wants to find the perfect spot to ensure its survival and growth. When the sunlight is just right, at solar noon, the fungus drives the ant to bite down on a leaf and ultimately die. This gruesome act isn't just random, it's a strategic move. By positioning itself high up, the fungus can spread its spores more effectively to the moist soil below, providing a perfect environment for future generations. The way Ophiocordyceps takes over an ant's body highlights the fascinating yet eerie complexities of nature. It raises questions about control, survival, and the intricate relationships between species in our ecosystem. Isn't nature incredible? Can a beer save the day at a rally? In a remarkable story from the 2014 rally in Mexico, driver Terry Neuville found himself in a sticky situation just before crossing the finish line. With a radiator leak threatening their race, the team needed a quick and unexpected solution. Instead of letting the leak end their hopes, Neuville made a bold move by pouring Corona beer into the radiator. This unconventional fix surprisingly worked, allowing the Hyundai to keep running smoothly. Thanks to this creative thinking, Neuville and his co-driver managed to finish third in the race, proving that sometimes thinking outside the box, or in this case, outside the cooler, can lead to incredible outcomes. This moment not only highlights the challenges faced in rally racing, but also shows how resourcefulness in tough situations can turn the tide. So next time you enjoy a cold beer, remember that it might just come in handy in ways you least expect. You won't believe this about ketchup's strange past. In the 1830s, ketchup wasn't just a tasty topping for fries, it was marketed as a medicinal product. Dr. John Cook Bennett, a physician, claimed that ketchup could cure ailments ranging from indigestion to jaundice. He mixed tomato extract with alcohol to create his version, promoting it to help people feel better. This unusual approach shows how our perception of food can change over time. While we now enjoy ketchup primarily on burgers and hot dogs, back then, people may have been using it as a health tonic. The idea of enjoying something as simple as ketchup with your meal seems so normal now, but it's fascinating to consider that once, it was seen as medicine. So the next time you squeeze ketchup onto your plate, remember its wild journey from a healing solution to a beloved condiment. What else could our favorite foods be hiding? Get ready to discover hypomimia's impact on emotions. Hypomimia is a curious symptom of Parkinson's disease that affects how people express emotions through their faces. Imagine trying to share a laugh or even just look happy, but your face says otherwise. This can lead to some tricky situations in social interactions, as others may misinterpret your emotions. For instance, a person with hypomimia may seem sad or uninterested, even when they are excited or joyful inside. This disconnect can make conversations feel awkward, as friends or family might think something is wrong when, in fact, everything is fine. Understanding hypomimia is essential for fostering empathy towards those with Parkinson's. Learning about this symptom not only reduces misunderstandings, but also helps create a more supportive environment for individuals facing these challenges. How can we better support those dealing with hypomimia? Believe it or not, India has strict fuel tank regulations. To keep people safe, these rules focus on how fuel tanks are used and stored throughout the country. In a nation where fuel is essential for transportation and industry, the government has enacted these regulations as a key safety measure. By ensuring proper standards for the construction and maintenance of fuel tanks, they aim to prevent accidents such as explosions and leaks that can cause disaster. The regulations include regular inspections, guidelines on the materials used, and protocols for safely refueling vehicles. This proactive approach helps to protect communities, the environment, and workers who deal with fuel on a daily basis. Awareness and compliance with these rules are crucial, as even a small oversight can lead to dangerous situations. With such measures in place, India is taking significant steps toward minimizing risks and ensuring that everyone can go about their day with one less worry. So next time you fill up your tank, remember there are many behind-the-scenes efforts keeping you safe. Believe it or not, a 12-year-old fought in World War I. Sidney Lewis was just a boy when he forged his age to enlist and serve his country. In 1916, during one of the war's most brutal encounters, the Battle of the Somme, he found himself facing a reality few could imagine. At only 13, Sidney marched alongside men much older than himself, confronting the horrors of battle that would shape the course of history. His bravery did not go unnoticed, but it was his mother who ultimately revealed his secret and brought him home. Sidney's story highlights not only the desperation of young soldiers during the Great War, but also the themes of childhood lost too soon and the sacrifices made for country. It makes us think about the impact of war on youth and raises questions about how we honor those who fought, often before they were ready. What can we learn from stories like Sidney's? What if trees could talk to each other? It turns out they can, thanks to underground fungal networks that connect their roots. These amazing networks allow trees to share nutrients, communicate vital information, and even warn each other of dangers like pests or disease. Think of it as a natural internet for trees. When one tree faces a threat, it sends chemical signals through these fungal highways, alerting nearby trees to brace for potential danger. However, deforestation poses a serious risk to this intricate communication system. When trees are cut down, these underground connections are effectively severed, isolating the remaining trees and hindering their ability to support one another. This lack of communication can weaken their overall health and survival rates. Understanding this relationship sheds light on the importance of preserving forests, not just for the beauty they provide, but for the complex, interconnected life that thrives beneath our feet. How can we protect these natural networks for future generations? Why exactly does Machu Picchu amaze so many visitors? This remarkable site, built in the 15th century by the Incas, towers high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, captivating everyone who sees it. One of its most impressive features is the dry stone walls made without any mortar. These stones are cut so precisely that a credit card cannot squeeze between them. This incredible craftsmanship has stood the test of time, helping the structures endure earthquakes and harsh weather. The Incas believed Machu Picchu was a sacred place, linking them to the gods through its breathtaking views and unique architecture. Today, it's not just a marvel of engineering, it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of ancient Peruvian culture. Travelers from all over the world hike the Inca Trail to reach this stunning location, making it a must-see destination. What keeps drawing people back to this ancient wonder? Here's a wild fact about screaming caterpillars. Scientists have found a truly unique species of caterpillar that can emit a high-pitched scream when it feels threatened. This extraordinary defense mechanism helps it scare off potential predators, showcasing the amazing ways creatures adapt to survive in nature. When a predator tries to grab this caterpillar, it produces an intense sound that can be surprisingly loud for such a small creature. This caterpillar's ability to scream is not just a curious trait, it plays a crucial role in its survival. It serves as a warning to predators, and in some cases, can even deter them from attacking. This fascinating adaptation has sparked interest in understanding the diverse survival strategies animals use to live in their environments. Isn't it incredible how evolution shapes behaviors in such unexpected ways? Did you know that vultures strike a pose? When you spot a vulture resting with its wings spread wide, it's not just stretching. This impressive stance, known as the heraldic pose, serves several important purposes in the bird's life. By opening their wings, vultures maximize sun exposure, helping them to warm up after a cool night. This behavior is essential since it aids their digestion and keeps them active for scavenging. Furthermore, the heraldic pose is a smart way for vultures to communicate. With their wings displayed, they can signal their presence to other birds, letting them know that food sources might be nearby. This technique not only saves energy, but also allows vultures to keep an eye out for competitors. So the next time you see a vulture in this striking position, remember that they're not just showing off, they're engaging in essential behaviors for survival. You won't believe this about a stolen bucket. In the 1300s, two Italian cities, Bologna and Modena, found themselves in an outrageous conflict over a simple bucket. This wasn't just any bucket, it was a prized possession that had been taken from Modena by Bologna residents. While it may sound trivial today, this dispute escalated into a full-blown war that lasted for over 12 years, resulting in thousands of deaths. The conflict, known as the War of the Bucket, shows how even the smallest issues can ignite huge passions and lead to devastating consequences. People from both sides took up arms, fueled by a mix of pride, rivalry, and a desire to reclaim the stolen item. This odd chapter in history reminds us how human emotions can sometimes overshadow reason and lead to unexpected outcomes. Isn't it fascinating how something as mundane as a bucket can spark such chaos and madness? What if I told you fleas change history forever? The Silk Road, an ancient trade route, was more than just a path for goods. It was also a highway for the infamous Black Death. In the 14th century, merchants traveled this route, carrying not only spices and silk, but also infected fleas hiding on their goods. As these merchants exchanged products across Europe, they unknowingly brought a deadly plague with them. The consequences were shocking. Millions of people succumbed to the disease, drastically altering the course of history. Towns and cities faced decline as fear gripped the population. Families lost loved ones, and economies faltered. This period highlighted how interconnected the world was, even back then, and how a tiny flea could unleash such catastrophic waves. Have you ever thought about how something so small could have such a massive impact? Did you know Portugal has just one national park? This stunning place is called Parque Nacional de Peneda Gerês, often simply known as Peneda Gerês. Nestled in the lush mountains of northern Portugal, this park is a treasure trove of biodiversity, boasting beautiful landscapes filled with cascading waterfalls, crystalline rivers, and dense forests. Established in 1971, it covers an impressive area of about 703 square kilometers. Nature enthusiasts flock here to explore its hiking trails, where they can encounter diverse wildlife, including deer, wolves, and rare birds. The park is not just a haven for animals, it's also rich in cultural history, featuring ancient villages and ruins that tell the story of the people who lived in harmony with this breathtaking environment. By visiting Peneda Gerês, travelers get a chance to connect with both nature and heritage, experiencing the unique blend of landscapes and traditions that shape this remarkable national park. So if you ever find yourself in Portugal, don't miss the chance to explore this gem. Have you ever wondered why Brazil is a tree paradise? Brazil boasts the highest number of tree species in the world, with an astonishing count of over 8,700 different types. This diversity is unmatched, making the Amazon rainforest, along with other forests across the country, an ecological treasure. What's even more amazing is that about half of these species are endemic, meaning they can only be found in Brazil. This unique flora supports a vast array of wildlife, providing habitats for countless birds, mammals, and insects. The importance of these trees goes beyond beauty. They play a crucial role in absorbing carbon dioxide, producing oxygen, and maintaining ecosystems. With ongoing threats like deforestation and climate change, it's crucial to protect these precious species and their habitats. So next time you admire a tree, remember it might just be one of the many unique gems that make Brazil a biodiversity hotspot. Why exactly does Sonia Pen paint directly on skin? This talented artist takes body art to a whole new level by using human skin as her canvas. With each intricate design, Sonia celebrates the unique beauty and diversity of every individual. Rather than sticking to conventional painting methods, she transforms skin into breathtaking works of art, boldly challenging societal standards of beauty. Her artwork not only showcases her creativity, but also sends a powerful message about embracing our differences. Each drawing tells a story, turning every body into a masterpiece that reflects personal identity and cultural richness. Sonia's approach invites viewers to rethink what beauty can be and sparks conversations about acceptance and self-expression. So next time you see body art, think about the layers of meaning and emotion behind these vibrant displays. Have you ever considered your own skin as a canvas? Did you know heels were made for men first? Surprisingly, high-heeled shoes have a fascinating history that flips our expectations upside down. These fashionable footwear pieces date back to the 10th century, when Persian cavalry soldiers wore them to secure their feet in stirrups while riding horses. The elevated heel provided better stability, making it practical for men of that era. As time went on, the trend crossed over to Europe, where both men and women began adopting heels as symbols of status and power. By the 17th century, men's heels became increasingly ornate, often featuring bold colors and luxurious materials. It wasn't until the 19th century that high heels started to be associated predominantly with women, influenced by changing social norms and fashion trends. Today, while heels are often seen as a staple in women's wardrobes, their original purpose and history remind us that fashion can take unexpected turns. Let's uncover the truth about BrewDog's expensive beer. This remarkable brew, named End of History, made headlines in 2010 when it was crowned the world's most expensive beer. BrewDog produced only 12 bottles, each priced at an astonishing $701,000. So what makes this beer so special? It's not just the price tag. Each bottle is encased in a unique design featuring real armadillo and squirrel fur, adding a wild touch to its exclusivity. BrewDog aimed to challenge the beer market by creating something that not only tasted amazing, but also stood out as a work of art. The beer itself is a Belgian-style ale, boasting a rich, complex flavor that has captivated beer enthusiasts and collectors alike. This extravagant creation raises intriguing questions about the limits of luxury in food and drink. Is it artistry, a marketing gimmick, or both? Whether you're a beer lover or just curious, BrewDog's End of History is a fascinating tale of ambition and innovation. Why are Japan's bullet trains so incredible? Japan is famous for its high-speed Shinkansen, commonly known as bullet trains, which can reach speeds over 200 miles per hour. These sleek, aerodynamic marvels have transformed travel throughout the country, allowing passengers to whisk between cities like Tokyo and Osaka in just a few hours. The Shinkansen is not only fast, but also incredibly punctual, boasting an average delay of less than a minute per year. This impressive reliability is backed by advanced technology and meticulous engineering. For instance, the trains are designed to glide smoothly along tracks and are equipped with sophisticated braking systems to ensure safety. Plus, the smooth acceleration and deceleration create a comfortable ride for all passengers. The bullet train system is also environmentally friendly, utilizing electric power and minimizing its carbon footprint compared to airplanes and cars. It's no wonder that many travelers are drawn to experiencing the thrill of riding a bullet train in Japan. Are you ready to hop on one of these amazing trains? Guess what really drives the fastest ball ever? Jai Alai, a thrilling sport that originated in China, showcases a level of speed and skill that few other games can match. This exciting game features a ball that can soar at an astonishing 186 miles per hour, making it the fastest ball in the world. Imagine the adrenaline as players use a curved paddle to launch the ball against a wall where it rebounds and zips back with incredible speed. Athletes must possess lightning-fast reflexes and exceptional coordination to keep up with such rapid gameplay. As the ball whizzes through the air, players engage in a heart-pounding battle of skill and strategy, drawing spectators from around the globe. While it might not be as widely recognized as soccer or basketball, Jai Alai offers a unique blend of tradition and modern excitement. If you're looking for a sport that truly tests agility and quick thinking, Jai Alai is definitely worth checking out. So can you imagine hitting or receiving a ball traveling at that astonishing speed? Here's something incredible about Colorado's highways. The state has made a surprising adjustment to its road measurements, changing the first 420 kilometers of its highways to 499 kilometers. This minor alteration might seem trivial at first glance, but it reflects a meticulous approach to accuracy in road signage. Why did this adjustment happen? It's all about keeping things precise. By slightly modifying the kilometer marking, Colorado aims to provide more exact information for drivers navigating its scenic routes. Accurate measurements help in planning travel times and fuel efficiencies, making the journey smoother for everyone. Plus, this change showcases how even small tweaks can have significant impacts on road safety and navigation. So next time you find yourself cruising along Colorado's beautiful highways, remember this little fact. Your journey is guided by measurements that strive for perfection. Most people don't know this, but London stone fascinates us. This mysterious object, nestled in a niche on Cannon Street, has captured the imagination of historians and tourists alike for over 1,000 years. Although its exact purpose remains unclear, the stone is thought to be a relic of ancient London with deep historical roots. Some believe it was a boundary marker used by the Romans, while others think it could have been a site for public announcements or even a symbol of royal authority. The stone has seen countless events unfold around it and has been moved multiple times throughout its long history. Today, it stands as a testament to London's rich past, hidden in plain sight. Despite its age and significance, many passers-by may not even notice this piece of history. Why does London stone continue to spark curiosity? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, or the stories it holds from centuries gone by. Whether you're a local or just visiting, taking a moment to ponder its origins adds a little magic to your stroll through the bustling city. Prepare to be amazed by living without China. Journalist Sarah Bungarney and her family embarked on a bold challenge. They aimed to spend an entire year without buying any products made in China. This journey revealed just how deeply intertwined our lives are with Chinese manufacturing. From electronics to clothing, they discovered that even household staples often originated from China, making their goal almost impossible to achieve. Bungarney meticulously documented their experiences in her insightful book, A Year Without Made in China. Through her story, readers gain a glimpse into the complexities of global trade and our everyday choices. The family's remarkable efforts spark a deeper conversation about consumer habits, sustainability, and the implications of a world reliant on a single manufacturing powerhouse. Can we truly escape the grips of globalization in our daily lives? The challenge not only tested their resourcefulness, but also raised awareness about the products we often take for granted. Here's a wild fact about hyenas and cats. Despite their dog-like appearance, hyenas are actually more closely related to cats on the genetic family tree. This surprising connection stems from their shared ancestry, which can be traced back millions of years. Hyenas belong to the family Hyenidae, while cats fall under Felidae. Both groups share certain traits, like retractable claws and specialized teeth for hunting and tearing meat, which highlight their feline characteristics. The spotted hyena, famous for its distinctive laugh-like call, is known to display social behaviors similar to those of lions, but their internal structure aligns more with that of a cat. So next time you see a hyena in the wild or on a documentary, remember that it might have more in common with your fluffy house cat than your barking neighbor's dog. Guess what really happened to Eva Perón? In her final months, Argentina's beloved First Lady is rumored to have undergone a prefrontal lobotomy. This controversial procedure was not meant for mental health issues, but to ease the excruciating pain, anxiety, and agitation caused by her terminal cancer. Medical documents suggest that the surgery might have been performed without Eva's complete understanding, adding a haunting twist to her tragic story. Known for her fervent dedication to the poor and her role in advocating for women's rights, Eva Perón remains an iconic figure in Argentinian history. Many admired her strength and compassion, yet this dark aspect of her final days raises questions about the ethics of medical procedures performed on patients in distress. Was the surgery truly justified, or did it strip away the voice of a woman who inspired millions? The legacy of Eva Perón is not just about her achievements, but also about the mysteries and controversies surrounding her last days. Did you know northern cardinals have a special way to incubate eggs? It's hard to believe, but these beautiful birds engage in a fascinating behavior to care for their eggs. When preparing to incubate, female northern cardinals pluck feathers from their own bellies to create a special patch on their skin. This unique adaptation is important as it allows the birds to maintain direct skin contact with their eggs. Why do they do this? The bare skin helps keep the eggs warm, ensuring they stay at the perfect temperature for hatching. This nurturing behavior highlights how smart and resourceful these birds are. By using their own feathers, cardinals create a cozy, safe environment for their future chicks. This natural practice not only helps with warmth, but also demonstrates how vital maternal instincts are in the wild. Next time you spot a northern cardinal, remember this incredible trait that aids in bringing new life into the world. Believe it or not, chocolate bars include insect parts. You might be surprised to learn that the delectable chocolate you enjoy often contains tiny insect bits, specifically around 8 insect legs per average chocolate bar. This might sound gross, but there's no need to worry. During food processing, it's nearly impossible to keep every tiny bug out of our snacks, and regulations allow for small amounts of these harmless ingredients. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, even has safety standards that accept this, considering that these bug parts pose no real health risk. So while you're savoring that creamy chocolate, just remember that a few insect legs might be mingling in there too. It's all part of the reality of farming and food production. Who knew indulging in a sweet treat involves such quirky science? Believe it or not, HU syndrome makes you sneeze. This fascinating condition, also called the photic sneeze reflex, affects around 10 to 35% of people. Imagine stepping out into bright sunlight only to be hit with a sudden urge to sneeze. This genetic trait happens when your optic nerves, which respond to light, become overstimulated and cross signals with the trigeminal nerve, the nerve that controls sneezing. Though it might sound odd, this reflex isn't harmful, but it sure can be annoying for those who love spending time outdoors. Sneezing in the sun can catch you off guard, leading to some rather funny moments. So the next time you see someone sneezing while basking in the sun, they might just be experiencing HU syndrome, a quirky reminder of the fascinating complexity of our nervous system. Isn't the body full of surprises? What if I told you Dubai has indoor skiing? Ski Dubai, located in the Mall of the Emirates, is one of the world's largest indoor ski resorts, where winter fun thrives despite the desert heat. This incredible facility boasts 22,500 square meters of skiable terrain, complete with real snow, slopes for all skill levels, and even a chairlift. Visitors can enjoy activities like snowboarding, tobogganing, and even meeting penguins. Imagine stepping out of the sweltering UAE sun and into a winter wonderland, complete with snowmen and ice castles. Opened in 2005, Ski Dubai showcases architectural ingenuity, bringing the thrill of winter sports to a region known for its scorching temperatures. This unique experience attracts tourists and locals alike, proving that you can ski in the desert. Ready to enjoy a snowy adventure in the heart of the UAE? Surprising fact about Elvis Presley's Grammy Awards. Despite being one of the most iconic musicians of all time, Elvis won only 3 Grammys out of 14 nominations during his career. This might seem shocking considering his immense influence on rock and roll and popular music. The awards he did win were for his gospel recordings, showcasing his deep-rooted passion for the genre. He received his first Grammy in 1967 for Best Sacred Performance for the album How Great Thou Art. In 1971, he snagged 2 more Grammys for Best Inspirational Performance for He Touched Me and Best Male Vocal Performance. While these awards are a testament to his talent, many fans feel that Elvis deserved more recognition for his groundbreaking work and numerous hits. His legacy continues to resonate, making it even more surprising that the king of rock and roll walked away with so few Grammys. Let's uncover the truth about pigs and stargazing. Many people might think pigs enjoy the same beautiful views we do, but they actually face some unique anatomical challenges. With their low-set heads and stiff spines, pigs can't easily lift their heads to look up at sunsets or the twinkling stars. However, this physical limitation doesn't seem to bother them much. Pigs are naturally focused on their primary instinct, rooting around for food. They love digging into the ground, searching for tasty treats like roots, insects, and even small animals. And while their physical design limits their view of the skies, it doesn't hinder their intelligence or social nature. Pigs are known to form strong bonds with each other and exhibit curious behaviors. Who knows? Maybe in their dreams, they are escaping the ground and exploring the cosmos. Why do Galapagos giant tortoises live so long? These incredible creatures, found in the Galapagos Islands, can live for over 150 years, making them one of the longest living animals on Earth. Their extraordinary longevity sparks curiosity about the secrets of their survival. One reason might be their slow metabolic rate, which means they don't burn energy quickly and can live at a more leisurely pace. Additionally, their isolated habitat protects them from many predators that threaten other species. The Galapagos Islands are also home to unique ecosystems, allowing these tortoises to feast on a variety of plants, which provide essential nutrients over their long lives. Interestingly, some tortoises have been observed to continue growing even at advanced ages, adding to their uniqueness. Conservation efforts are critical to ensuring that these magnificent creatures continue to thrive in their natural habitats. So next time you think about age and longevity, remember the giant tortoises of the Galapagos Islands and the remarkable lives they lead. Did you know the moon is lemon-shaped? While it looks smooth and round when you gaze at it from Earth, this celestial body has a surprisingly irregular shape. In fact, the moon is more like a lemon, with flattened poles and noticeable bulges along its equator and near side. These peculiarities arise from ancient gravitational forces between the Earth and the moon, as well as its own internal structure. It's fascinating how these interactions shaped our natural satellite into something unique, rather than a perfect sphere. Instruments and findings from various lunar missions have confirmed this lumpy form, which might surprise many people. So next time you admire the moon shining brightly in the night sky, remember that underneath its seemingly flawless exterior lies a world of imperfections, just like us. Prepare to be amazed by Bolivia's Death Road. This notorious route, officially named the North Yungas Road, is infamous for being one of the most dangerous roads in the world. Slipping and twisting through the breathtaking mountains, it connects La Paz, the world's highest capital, to the lush Yungas region below. Picture this: narrow paths hugging the mountain's edge with sheer drops that plunge hundreds of meters into the abyss. Each curve presents a stunning view, but also poses a terrifying risk. Drivers must navigate tight turns, often on roads barely wide enough for one vehicle, while high-altitude weather can change abruptly, causing fog and rain. Despite its dangers, adventurous cyclists flock to this road, eager to experience the thrill of its steep descents and incredible scenery. Are you brave enough to take on the challenge of Bolivia's Death Road? Guess what really drives the future of office chairs? Volkswagen has unveiled a groundbreaking office chair that looks like it rolled right off a sci-fi movie set. This innovative design features sleek contours and even includes a functional seatbelt, making it feel like you're in a futuristic vehicle while you work. But that's not all. The chair comes equipped with lights and a motor that can zoom around at impressive speeds of up to 12.4 miles per hour. It's perfect for large workspaces and adding a dash of excitement to your daily grind. Imagine racing from one side of your office to the other, taking breaks in style, or simply impressing your coworkers with this unique creation. This chair isn't just about looks. It also brings a level of functionality and fun to the work environment that we've never seen before. Who knew office furniture could be this thrilling? Imagine a table that does it all. This futuristic smart table is changing the way we think about furniture. Designed not just for aesthetics, it combines multiple functions, making it an essential part of any modern home. Picture this. It can hold your coffee while simultaneously chilling your drinks in a hidden refrigerator. Want to enjoy some music? The table is equipped with powerful speakers, letting you set the mood for any occasion. Plus, you won't have to deal with messy wires. This table features wireless phone charging to keep your devices powered up effortlessly. Want to adjust the lighting or change the music? Just use your voice. Thanks to Google Assistant, you can control everything from the comfort of your couch. With its sleek design and clever storage solutions, this smart table proves that innovation can be both practical and stylish. How cool is that? Hard to believe, but oak trees are sacred symbols. Across many cultures, these majestic giants represent longevity and strength, resonating deeply with people around the globe. In Greek mythology, the oak tree held special significance as a sacred tree of Zeus, the king of the gods, symbolizing power and endurance. Their mighty branches and sturdy trunks have long inspired admiration and respect. Interestingly, oak trees are also thought to be more susceptible to lightning strikes during storms, possibly due to their height and solid structure. This intriguing characteristic only adds to their mystique. Throughout history, oaks have stood as silent witnesses to human events, offering shelter and shade while inspiring stories and legends. Whether you admire them for their beauty or their cultural significance, oak trees continue to captivate our imagination and symbolize resilience in a rapidly changing world. Isn't it fascinating how one tree can hold such an important place in our hearts and myths? Can you imagine a month starting with Friday the 13th? It's a fascinating twist of calendar fate that always surprises people. When a month kicks off on a Monday, it guarantees that there will be a Friday the 13th within those 30 or 31 days. Why does this happen? Well, the way our calendar is structured means that the 1st, 8th, 15th, and 22nd of the month all fall on a Monday. This setup creates a perfect cycle where the 13th is exactly 12 days later, landing on a Friday. For those who might think Friday the 13th is merely a day of bad luck, it's interesting to note that statistically, there's no correlation between the day and bad events. In fact, this quirky phenomenon happens at least once or twice a year, depending on the year's layout. So next time you find yourself in a month that starts on a Monday, keep your eyes open for that cheeky Friday the 13th. Will you consider celebrating it instead of fearing it? Guess what really drives steak tartare's appeal? Steak tartare is a classic French dish that excites food lovers all around the world. Made from finely chopped raw beef, this dish is not just about the meat, it's all about the delicious combination of flavors and textures. Typically served with capers, onions, and a rich egg yolk. Each ingredient plays a crucial role in elevating the dish's taste. The capers add a zesty kick, while the onions provide a satisfying crunch. Enthusiasts appreciate steak tartare for its freshness and the unique culinary experience it offers. Want to enjoy this dish at home? Just be sure to use high-quality meat and spice it up with your favorite seasonings. Whether you're at a fancy restaurant or trying it for the first time, steak tartare promises an unforgettable taste adventure. So, are you ready to dig in? Incredible balance. How nature keeps flies in check. This rapid multiplication of insect populations, particularly flies, can be astonishing at first glance. Picture a tiny fly capable of producing hundreds of offspring in just a few weeks. If left unchecked, these populations can spiral out of control, leading to potential problems for humans and ecosystems. Fortunately, help is at hand. Natural predators like spiders, various bird species, and even amphibians feast on these pesky insects. This predator-prey relationship plays a crucial role in regulating fly numbers, ensuring that the balance of our ecosystems is maintained. Without these hungry hunters, we might find ourselves overwhelmed by irritating flies buzzing around. So the next time you see a spider spinning its web or a bird swooping down, remember that they are pivotal in keeping nature and us in balance. Here's what actually happens when trees live forever. Trees are the longest living organisms on Earth, showcasing incredible lifespans that mesmerize scientists and nature lovers alike. Take Methuselah, a bristlecone pine in California that has been alive for over 4,800 years. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Consider the Pando Grove in Utah, a remarkable clonal tree system estimated to be around 80,000 years old. This grove consists of genetically identical trees connected by a single root system, making it a striking example of nature's resilience. These trees can regenerate themselves through their roots, effectively achieving a form of immortality unless they encounter drastic environmental changes, such as wildfires or severe climate shifts. So the next time you walk through a forest, remember, some of these giants are ancient survivors, quietly thriving through the millennia. What secrets do they hold about our planet's history? Guess what really drives Mayan creation myths? In Mayan mythology, the story of human creation is as unique as the people themselves. According to this captivating tradition, after failed attempts to create humans from mud and wood, the gods turned to a more sacred resource: corn. This reflects the importance of corn, or maize in Mayan culture, where it symbolizes life, sustenance, and spiritual connection. The belief suggests that every person is essentially a living embodiment of corn, highlighting the deep respect they held for this nourishing plant. Mayans harvested corn not just for food, but also used it in rituals, games, and even in sacred offerings. They viewed corn as a gift from the gods, directly linking it to their identity and existence. So next time you enjoy a tasty corn dish, remember, in the eyes of the ancient Mayans, you're part of something truly sacred. Did you know dragonflies can zoom at 60 miles per hour? These incredible insects are not just pretty to look at, they're also among the fastest flyers in the insect world. With their long, slender bodies and agile wings, dragonflies can reach impressive speeds that help them catch their prey. Flying at such high velocities allows them to hunt down smaller insects like mosquitoes and flies with amazing precision. In addition to their speed, dragonflies can also hover in place, fly backward, and even change direction mid-air, making them superb aerial acrobats. While many creatures rely on speed as their primary means of escaping predators, dragonflies are highly skilled in both catching food and avoiding becoming a snack themselves. Whether you see them darting over a pond or perched on a blade of grass, these fascinating insects are sure to impress with their remarkable flying abilities. Hard to believe, but plants can kill us too. One of the most dangerous offenders is the castor bean plant, known for producing ricin, an incredibly toxic substance. Just a tiny amount, only a few micrograms, can be fatal if ingested. This means something as seemingly harmless as a plant seed can become a silent killer. Ricin works by inhibiting protein synthesis in cells, leading to severe organ failure and potentially death. While castor beans might be striking in appearance, their beauty belies their danger. It's crucial to highlight that not only animals, but humans are also at risk when they come into contact with such toxic plants. Even handling the seeds can lead to exposure, especially if you're not careful. So the next time you're out enjoying nature, remember, not all plants are friendly, and some can pack a deadly punch. This might surprise you. Your nails hold clues. When someone tries to grab you in an assault, your instinct might be to scratch and fight back. While this is a natural response, many people don't realize that those scratches can leave behind important evidence. Skin cells, hair, and even blood from the attacker can become lodged under your fingernails. This is critical because forensic experts can analyze this material to collect DNA, which helps identify the assailant later on. Such evidence can play a key role in criminal investigations, proving invaluable in court. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like this, remember that those tiny particles could help bring justice. It's a reminder that even in the chaos of an attack, our bodies can provide important information that may lead to safety and resolution. Isn't it remarkable how our bodies can aid in uncovering the truth? Ever wondered how 3D holograms change gaming? Boxon is at the forefront of innovation with its groundbreaking volumetric display technology. This amazing technology creates lifelike 3D holograms that can be viewed from any angle, turning the way we experience video games on its head. Instead of staring at a flat screen, players can interact with holograms projected into their space, making gameplay feel incredibly immersive and dynamic. Imagine running through a virtual world where characters pop out right in front of you, allowing you to interact as if they were really there. This technology opens exciting possibilities not only for gaming, but also for education, design, and entertainment. By integrating these interactive holograms, users can engage with content in ways that were once only possible in science fiction. The future of gaming is looking bright and full of potential with advancements like Boxon's technology. Are you ready to step into the world of holographic play? Ever seen skydivers perform breathtaking aerial stunts? The Soul Real team is a Brazilian skydiving group that takes extreme aerial acrobatics to a whole new level. Known for their high-speed formation flights, this talented crew has captured the attention of millions with their stunning viral videos and thrilling international exhibitions. Their performances are not just about the rush of jumping from an airplane. They require incredible precision and teamwork. Before these skilled athletes ever take to the skies, they undergo extensive training to master their craft. Each jump is meticulously planned and practiced, ensuring that every move is perfectly synchronized with their fellow skydivers. This dedication to the sport has established them as leaders in the free flight community, inspiring aspiring skydivers worldwide. Imagine the adrenaline rush they experience as they soar through the air, performing flips and formations that seem almost impossible. So are you ready to dive into the exhilarating world of high-altitude acrobatics? Discover Marie Curie's incredible Nobel Prize legacy. Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, is famous for her groundbreaking work on radioactivity, earning her 2 Nobel Prizes in both physics and chemistry. But her family's achievements don't stop with her. Together with her husband, Pierre Curie, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics with her in 1903, they laid the foundation for countless advancements in science. Their daughter, Irene Joliot-Curie, followed in their footsteps, winning the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1935 for her work on artificial radioactivity. Altogether, the Curie family has amassed 5 Nobel Prizes, showcasing not only their dedication to science, but also their lasting impact on the field. The legacy left by Marie Curie and her family continues to inspire scientists around the world to this day. Can you imagine a family with such a profound influence on science? Is it really true that Lake Superior is enormous? Absolutely. Lake Superior, located in North America, is not just a beautiful body of water, it holds a staggering 10% of the world's surface freshwater. This makes it the largest freshwater lake by surface area globally, spreading across over 31,700 square miles. To put that into perspective, you could fit the entire state of South Carolina inside it and still have room left over. The lake straddles the U.S.-Canada border, bordered by states like Minnesota and Wisconsin on the U.S. side and Ontario in Canada. Its vastness is not only incredible for its size, but also for the rich ecosystem it supports, including numerous fish species and diverse wildlife. Imagine sailing on its expansive waters or simply gazing at its stunning shores. Lake Superior is a gem of natural beauty. Do you think you could explore every inch of it? Hard to believe, but flamingos aren't so colorful anymore. It turns out that there are more plastic flamingos lounging in front yards than there are real flamingos in the wild. This quirky fact highlights a fascinating trend where lawn ornaments have gained immense popularity. Plastic flamingos, with their bright pink color and fun, whimsical appearance, have become iconic symbols of kitschy decor since their creation in the 1950s. While real flamingos, which are known for their striking pink feathers, thrive in warm climates like the Caribbean and Africa, their plastic counterparts are enjoyed by homeowners across the globe. This curiosity raises questions about our relationship with nature and how we often prefer playful representations over the actual animals. Are we more enchanted by the idea of flamingos than the real thing? This playful trend reminds us that while we may love nature, we also have a knack for creating our own versions of it. Is it really true that someone dressed as a dog? A Japanese man spent a whopping 13,000 euros on a remarkably realistic border collie costume. This unique investment allows him to fully embrace the canine lifestyle. From walking on all fours to crawling and even behaving like a dog, he showcases an extraordinary expression of identity. This extreme passion for the furry friends goes beyond mere costume play. It's a form of self-expression that challenges societal norms about how we perceive ourselves and our identities. Many might think it's quirky, but for him, it's a way to explore the freedom and joy that comes from embodying a beloved pet. As people grow increasingly interested in identity and personal expression, his story sparks curiosity. Could this be the next frontier in how we choose to represent ourselves? Would you ever consider stepping into a dog's paws? Did you know that zebras can sleep standing up? These remarkable animals have a special ability that allows them to catch some Z's without lying down, thanks to a unique structure in their legs. Zebras can lock their leg joints to keep their bodies stable while remaining upright. This adaptation is crucial for their survival in the wild, as it helps them stay alert to any lurking predators. Imagine dozing off while still being ready to run at a moment's notice. When a zebra takes a break, it can still keep a lookout for danger while enjoying short naps. However, to get deeper sleep, they often lie down for brief periods when they feel safe. This incredible sleeping style is just one of the many fascinating aspects of zebra life, showcasing how each species has evolved unique traits for survival in their environments. What if I told you algae can save the planet? Algae farms are becoming key players in the fight against climate change, thanks to their remarkable ability to absorb carbon dioxide. Certain species of algae can sequester a staggering 140 tons of CO2 per hectare each year. To put that into perspective, that's 5 times more than what a forest can achieve. This extraordinary process happens because algae are incredibly efficient at photosynthesis, using sunlight to convert CO2 into biomass. As global temperatures rise and environmental concerns escalate, algae offer a sustainable solution to reduce greenhouse gases and enhance air quality. By investing in and expanding algae farming, we can actively combat climate change while also exploring its potential in biofuels and food production. Imagine transforming our oceans and lakes into thriving carbon sinks that not only help the environment, but also create jobs and boost economies. How can we expand this promising green technology? Here's a wild fact about Winston Churchill's secret weapon. During World War II, Churchill famously contemplated using glow-in-the-dark foxes as a part of a surprise attack strategy against Nazi troops. This quirky idea aimed to instill fear in the enemy by showcasing these luminous creatures at night, creating an eerie and unsettling sight. The plan was rooted in Churchill's belief that the unexpected can be a powerful tool in warfare. Imagine German soldiers staring into the darkness, only to be confronted by glowing foxes slinking through the shadows. While the idea captured the imagination of many, it ultimately remained just that, a creative concept that never made it to the battlefield. This highlights not only Churchill's unique thinking, but also the desperate and innovative efforts made during the war to gain any advantage. It's fascinating to think how unconventional ideas like this could have changed the course of events, even if they were too wild to implement. What's your take on Churchill's unusual proposal? Believe it or not, buses can run on waste. This amazing feat comes from biomethane, a renewable energy source created by bacteria breaking down organic waste materials. When these little microbes digest leftovers, yard clippings, or even sewage, they produce methane and carbon dioxide. The methane is then captured and processed to be used as fuel for buses, making public transportation more environmentally friendly. This process not only reduces waste in landfills, but also cuts down on harmful greenhouse gas emissions. Instead of wasting resources, We can turn trash into treasure, powering buses and helping to create a cleaner environment. Imagine hopping onto a bus powered by the food scraps you threw away. With more cities adopting this innovative approach to energy, the future of green transportation is looking bright. Are we ready to embrace waste as a valuable resource?